Hey YouTube, still keeping one here. Before I start, I really just have to apologize. I know many of you don't even know what this is about, but an relatively unknown troll made some videos about me saying how I was lying about my APMEX situation, this and that and so forth. Now, I really just ignored this troll like I ignore most trolls. I have a channel that's not too small that attracts probably a few more trolls than others. You know, that's no way around that. That's just, you know, part of life for the internet. But I decided to challenge this person on his facts. And I'm a little mad at myself. I'm a little angry. It's very early Sunday morning, July 5th. Now, yesterday, Saturday, July 4th, in the early morning, I decided to challenge this person to a Google Hangout today, Sunday. And I wish, if I could go back, I would have taken that back. Because now I just finished watching his video a while ago. And if I would have known how ridiculous it was and how much of a joke it was, I never would have challenged this person. This has become an incredible waste of my time. But since I did challenge him, I'm still going to be there and I'm still going to debunk him to the public. But, you know, I'm going to get started here. I took some notes actually, and I thought maybe, you know, he was going to say something I would really have to, you know, that I messed up on or something. But 100% of any of his so-called real evidence, I have completely and utterly debunked as false. And I just want to say one more thing before I get going, because I know how trolls work. I've seen them for so long now. I know once they see this ball rolling, they're not going to watch the video. So I want to say this now while they're still listening. If you blindly followed this person that had zero credibility and jumped on his videos and badmouthed me or did whatever, you know, you really have to look at yourself, because you were either a troll already or you just lacked any type of mental fortitude, because he deceived you so easily. And that's not something to be proud of. You're one of those two, or you just didn't care. There's also another one, because most people just didn't care. So let me get started here. And I know this is like, there's a few points here, so I'm gonna apologize now for the length. I know it might get going, but here we go. Remember, the very first thing in his video is that everything he has is real evidence. So remember that. He also accuses me of possibly being a bullion dealer, but doesn't give any type of proof of that, either fake or real. So that was worthless. Now, as he starts, a few times actually, he makes mention of a review of APMEX that I did in March. And he says that on that review, where I tell you, and that review is still viewable right now from March, he says that my story that I got items that were two different sizes didn't make sense. And that if the gold coins that I got were two different sizes, then I should be happy for that. But the fact of the matter is, I didn't say what I got in that order, and it wasn't even metal. So that was his first real evidence debunking. And I have that order right here, and I have an explanation of that as well. From March, let's see here. This is my actual invoice. Now, I can't redact because this is an actual invoice that I need to keep for my records, but let's see if I can bring the light over a little more. He says that my items that aren't the same size, that was a lie. But let's see here. You can see, let's see the date on there. APMEX order 9462974 from March 2nd, 2015. As you can see there, shipped to Andrew Smith. Most of you know I'm Andrew Smith. If you ever bought anything from me, you sent me a payment to Andrew Smith. That's not a secret at all. Let's see what we got here. And let's see what I was talking about. If you can look at 3 down, you can see the whole order. But if you look 3 down, there's 1, 2, 3. You'll see there, Lunar Series 2, 1 ounce silver, 12 coin wood presentation boxes. That is 3 down. Right there, number 70946. 3 were pulled because I ordered 3 and then verified that 3 were in my order. There you go right there. And as you can see, there's no gold on here at all. Now, many are saying, well, what do you mean they weren't the same sizes? Here, they are. Many of you would think, well, you know, why does it matter if they're different sizes? So here's one. You see that right there? Australia 1 ounce silver lunar set series 2. 1. And here's 2. See, same thing. 1 ounce silver lunar set. Now I said they were different sizes. Now let's see here. These are the 2. There is more than a 1/2 inch drop here in the size. Hear that drop? See that drop? Yep, there's a drop there. Now, why is it important to me that these are different sizes? Well, let me show you. 1 ounce set. There's a current set here. 8 coins, Lunar Series 2. Nice looking wood box. Here we go. You see the coins in there. Let me open them up again for you. Yep, there they go. And just to show you, yep, they're loose. They're in there. You know, none of them are weighted down, glued down, taped down. There you go. Let's see. Let's take a look at the back of it. There we go, upside down. Now, did you hear that? No, you didn't hear anything because there was nothing to be heard. Let's turn it back over. Open it up. Yep, they're still in there, still loose. Now, let's go to the second one, the bigger one. There you go, got coins in here too. Same 8 coins, 1 ounce. Look, they're here, they're all loose, they're here. Now, let's take a look at the back, like I showed you the other one, the bottom. Same little flip right here. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? What was that? Let's turn it over. Oh, there it goes again. Look at that. They are different sizes. Because this one is taller, you cannot move this any way but level. Yes, that is very important. And as you can see why that's important. Now, do you remember, you know, also in his video, he said that, oh, now that it's out, I'm just going to make up, you know, whatever I said was going to be in that package. But here's the receipt. And of course, he's not going to believe me because he speaks and thinks so logically. But you're so pro APMEX, I bet you'll believe APMEX. Here we go here. This is APMEX's site. As you can see, this is the 1 ounce Lunar Series 2 12 coin wood presentation box. And it has product ID 70946. And if you look 3 down, if you remember, right there, 70946. 3 ordered, 3 pulled. Huh. You're going to believe APMEX because if you did listen to that review that you said you listened to so intently, you will have heard that I left a review on the item and they responded to it. And there it is. It's still, you can go view this right now. From Drew Silver, that's me. I'm Drew. I just showed you. Andrew Smith from Los Angeles, California. I've said it many times. Here is my review. different size. I'll let you pause it and then I'm gonna go ahead and read it. It says, I've ordered a few of these displays. Overall, the quality is better than average, but the reason for the 3 stars is because the boxes are not the same. Different orders, and within the same order, you don't know which you will receive, so if you're trying to build identical sets, you do not want to go this route. Also, the lettering on the top will not last over time. Very unacceptable, especially with their high costs. It's relatively expensive. And I said this on my review video, and then to double that up, I also said what their response was. Merchant response. I'll let you pause it there and then I'll go ahead and read it right at the bottom here. It says, Drew, we appreciate your candor. The box size hasn't changed, and the only reason for the logo to be rubbing off would be due to rubbing or friction. Our customer service team is reaching out to you in an effort to make sure you're getting what you are supposed to so that everything can be the same. Now, first thing, they never reached out to me because I left this random review. I wasn't logged in. I didn't leave any information. I just marked it Drew Silver. Now, if you go back to that review, I said both what I put on here and what their response is. So that fact debunked. Next. He says, I ordered with a check after my March purchase of a credit card. Actually, this was my last order from APMEX. And I said in that video that I hadn't been ordering from them because I've had a problem with them. Now, why did I order this? Because I felt that after I gave them the evidence of the federal investigator's official position, that they would then open my claim. And based on my belief in that they would do the right thing, I made another order with a credit card. Now, before this order came, I thought I was going to get my other order also. But the reason I was upset in this, you know what? I didn't even put the date. Let me go back here. The date of my, of my review. March 8th. I will put the link to this review up too, so you can all see it. So after I have received this order, they never contacted me about my other order. That is why I was upset. And that's why I felt I could make this order, because I gave them rock solid evidence that they would send my order. So next fact has been debunked. Next, he says, I say that the postal worker with no name is not an issue. I never said that. I said the fact that it was the postal employee that stole it wasn't an issue. Not that it wasn't an issue because she was a postal employee. I was saying that it doesn't matter who stole it. It doesn't matter if she was a postal employee or not. APMEX does not get out of liability because of who the thief was. That is what I said. You tried to make it seem like I was saying that it didn't matter that, a postal worker did it. Why? It's not important that it was stolen. That's not what I said at all. You tried to augment and change my words, but failed at it. The importance of it is that it was stolen, not by who stole it. That has no bearing on liability. So that has been debunked because you pretty much just lied about what I said. And plus, you then say, why don't I have her name? Why would I have her name during an investigation? If the postal inspector is doing investigation, he's not handing out names. I have forgotten more about investigating than you will ever know. Names are not just released, especially by an employer giving out an employee's name. There is no such existence of that happening. See, you were just ignorant of that fact. That is what led you to believe the reason for me not having the name. That was just your ignorance. No investigator, no detective, no police officer is giving out a name during an investigation. And that was just plain ignorance. So again, debunked. The next one. You then call me the YouTube God of unboxing. I have over 190 videos. 2 of them are unboxings. 2 of 190. Every single video that I've ever made is still up right now, but yet you feel you can call me an unboxing god. This is because of ignorance once again. Because you could go through every single one of my videos and you will only find 2 unboxings. So that is debunked. Then you say, how come I didn't unbox the order that I said I didn't receive? That doesn't make sense. If I didn't receive my order, how could I unbox it? That was just more ignorance. That was actually a bit of stupidity mixed in there. Next, because it's really easy, I said that I didn't show what was in my order because I was doing a project. Yes, I'm making a Lunar Series 2 project of all sizes plus all sets. That is why I didn't say what I had ordered. And yes, I have over a dozen videos of ongoing projects that I do because that's something that I do. It wasn't something different because of this review or because of this situation. It's because I don't do unboxings. I do projects and I do updates to those projects. That is what I do. That's what I've done from the beginning. That hasn't changed. That's more ignorance on your part. So that is debunked now. Next, you say, when they finally sent me my order, just very recently, you said, why didn't I unbox it then? Well, because one, like I just stated, I don't do unboxings. And then second, you said because I was going to put in anything I wanted. And then you made an example of a comment that I made that I said I was holding it to say APMEX was lying about sending me inferior quality coins. And that's why I didn't do it. And you said that that doesn't make sense. Up to this point, I have known APMEX to be liars, scammers, and defrauders. Of course, I would wait for them to lie to put out a video that I wouldn't normally put out anyway. Why wouldn't I? That's just one more piece of evidence against them. Why would I just throw that away? I don't do unboxings already. I would have done it if the time came. They, in the end, finally sent me some inferior products. I did the unboxing. And I was waiting for them to lie about it because I put it in the video that they were inferior. I was waiting for them to comment that they weren't inferior so that I could then put up that video to disprove them. So that video hasn't been up because they have tried to cover up the situation now and hope that it's forgotten. So, debunked. Now, and this is where it gets really good. And right about now, it's getting pretty long. So I'm going to make this part 2. Come back for part 2. It starts getting real good. See you on the next one, YouTube.